MTWS fans, welcome live at Nashville Super Speedway for the first ever MTWS All-Star Challenge. Over 2 days with qualifying racing day July 12th, and of course freestyle will be tomorrow, so tune in for that, as all 40 trucks are going to be competing here today in a wild event, as the first time ever we're doing an All-Star Challenge, as it's going to be between Team Impala and Team Thunderbolt. The two arch rivalries of MTWS are going to go at, and we're going to see who's going to win tonight. So of course, this All-Star Challenge is just qualifying, racing, freestyle, and who knows, maybe an encore. So we're going to have 3 winners, and that is the number 1 qualifier, racing, and freestyle. So, and we will have a tiebreaker to ensure there's no tie in freestyle. Either everyone's going to sweep, or it's going to be 2-1. And we're going to find out who is going to win tonight. So, of course, if you don't remember the teams, so in Team Impala is going to consist of Impala, Crazy Bull, Shatter, Crazy, Shadowrun, Mad Dog, Patriot, Crush and Run, Eruption, Crusher, Bling, Daisy Chain, Locomotion, Sting, Venom, Prowler, Madness, Polar Storm, the Monster Razor, and Crasher. And then Team Thunderbolt is Thunderbolt, Outlaw, Nitro, Power Forward, Blood Rage, Fireball, Outrage, Wild Ride, Flying Falcon, War Machine, Bone Crusher, High Flying, Damage Control, Predator, Total Chaos, Ye Plunder, Destroyer, Night Stalker, Topsy Turvy, and Reckless Intent, as they are all going to compete and find out who is going to win the title of the All-Star Challenge, as we're about to get ready for qualifying, as it is going to be a Team Impala and Team Thunderbolt matchup in each one. One truck from each team is going to face each other in qualifying. So qualifying will start off with Crush and Run versus Damage Control, then Shadow Run versus High Flying, then Polar Storm versus Nitro, then Patriot versus Outrage, Eruption versus Ye Plunderer, the Monster Razor versus War Machine, Mad Dog versus Predator, Daisy Chain versus Wild Ride, Crusher versus Outlaw, Bling versus Fireball, Crazy versus Blood Rage, Impala versus Total Chaos, Shatter versus Night Stalker, and then a huge matchup as the new defending racing champion Crazy Bull is going to go up against Power Forward. That's going to be insane. Locomotion versus Bone Crusher, Prowler versus Thunderbolt, Crasher versus Flying Falcon, Stinger versus Destroyer, Venom versus Reckless Intent, and finally going to wrap it up with Madness versus Topsy Turvy. Alright, MTWS fan, it's time to get ready for qualifying. And remember, whoever number 1 qualifier is will get the first win between the teams, and then one more will be needed to clinch the series. Alright, everybody, we're going to tune in now for qualifying. Alright, guys, we're about to get ready for qualifying action as we take a look at the track, as this is a very tough St. Louis style track, as they got to line up for all the jumps and all that. Especially going into that first turn, they have to line up right for that tabletop right in front of them. There will be a DNQ if they miss it, or get a penalty if they don't line up straight. It's very tough, so they have to take like a very wide turn and all that. So you gotta keep an eye on that, and plus jump into double, because if they don't jump to double, oh boy, land on the bus. That'll be cool to see, but that'll be disastrous for them. They might front flip and all that, so better be ready, racing, because it's gonna be tough out there on this really tough St. Louis style track in MTWS's first ever Speedway event. Alright, so we're getting ready for qualifying in our first event since the championship back in February. So starting up first will be Crush and Run, the former racing champion, going up against Damage Control. So, here we go! Crush and Run versus Damage Control. Up and over to jump. Has got some nice air. As now, here we go. Into the turn. As both had terrible turn right there. And Crush and Run is going to miss the ramp. That is going to be an automatic DNQ for Crush and Run. Oh my goodness. Terrible jump right there for Crush and Run. As it will get the win in terms of visually. But time-wise, no. That was horrible. Oh, straight up DNQ for Crush and Run. Like I said, you have to hit the ramp completely. Crush and Run missed it completely, so that's going to be a DNQ as Damage Control got a 26.5582. Big blow for Team Impala, their elite racer, screwing up this badly, as right now Team Thunderbolt is in the lead with Damage Control of a 26.5582. Alright, now for our next matchup is Shadowrun, the former racing champion, going up against High Flying now. So we'll see what they got, as here we go. Shadowrun High Flying. Up and over to jump. Remember, they gotta go wide to turn. It feels a little weird for trucks because going wide usually in turns not really what they want to do on this kind of a track. But see, they handle it really good. Here we go, up to double as High Flying had the lead. Looked like Shadowrun hit the wall. I mean, the side of the triple right there. But here we go, into the final turn. And looks like it's going to be, High Flying had a little bit of trouble right there, but it's going to be all High Flying in the end. It looked like High Flying had a little bit of trouble in that turn, but it's not going to matter as it's going to get the win. As the times are now in, Shadowrun got 26.0144. High Flying got 25.3027. That is now the new #1 time. High Flying with a 25.3027 as Team Thunderbolt still leads. And Shadowrun's now #2. Alright, now up is our next matchup. Polar Storm going up against Nitro. The former racing champion getting ready to go out there once again to try and show what's got in a big matchup. As here we go. Polar Storm and Nitro. And it's going to go up and over that jump. Here we go into turn where it matters. Oh, Polar Storm hit the side of that tabletop and saved it, but that's going to really hurt its chances now as Nitro has the big lead. Looked like Nitro landed on the cars a little bit on the double. Didn't seem to do any problems to it. Going into the turn. Not really the best turn right there for Nitro. And Polar Storm spun out as Nitro's going to get the win. Can't wait to see if it'll be enough to take the lead as we wait for Polar Storm to finish up. Oh, man. Polar Storm had a horrible race right there. Oh, man. Terrible, terrible time right there for Polar Storm. Alright, so here come the times. Polar Storm got a 30.021. Nitro got 24.8192. That is a new #1 time and the first time under 25 seconds. As once again, Team Thunderbolt continuing to dominate as Nitro is now the #1 qualifier. Alright, now next up is Patriot, debuting its brand new body after showing off in the 2023 MTWS Championship, going up against Outrage. Well, let's see, can Patriot challenge Nitro's time as we're about to find out. As here we go. Patriot and Outrage going to go at it. Up and over to jump for Patriot. Here we go. Very sharp turn for Patriot as Outrage trying to keep up there. It's still hanging in there with Patriot. Up and over to double. And going to go over that roller. Still hanging in there. Here we go to the final turn. Oh, Patriot did not have a good turn right there, it looked like. But Outrage is going to go very wide. And it's going to be all Patriot. Now the question is, will that screw up at the end cost Patriot the lead? Alright, we wait on the times. As here we go. Patriot got 24.4525. Our new #1 qualifier. Despite the struggles, Patriots are #1 qualifier. As Team Impala retakes the lead. Meanwhile, Outrage got 26.1144. So Patriot is now our #1 qualifier. So good on that as Team Impala takes the lead. Alright, now up is Eruption. Getting ready to take on Ye Plunder as Eruption about to debut that new body after showing off in the championship in February. We'll see what's got. As here we go. Eruption and Ye Plunder. Up and over the jumps. And going a little wide to the turn right there. But right now, Eruption has a lead still. Here we go, up and over the double. Yeet Plunder a little bit off the side right there. And oh, the eruption had a bad landing into the side of the double. That was a horrible land. Eruption had Yeet Plunder hit the hill bad too. And oh boy, here we go to the final jump. And it's going to be Yeet Plunder going to get the upset as both trucks struggled. But man, the eruption got the absolute worst of it. My goodness. Terrible. So now we take a look at the times as Eruption got 26.0936 and Yeet Plunder got 25.7947. Terrible pass for Eruption as Yeet Plunder got the win, but nowhere near number one time right now. Alright, next up is the Monster Razor getting ready to take on War Machine. Alright, and here we go. Up and over jump. It seemed like War Machine had the slight lead. Here we go into the turn. Oh, War Machine did not have the best turn. The Monster Razor in the lead, but oh, the Monster Razor is off the side and it's going to land right on the bus. Going to nosedive right there and a bad landing. Beautiful sight, but that's not what you're supposed to do here in racing as the Monster Razor is terribly behind and it's going to be all the Monster Razor with, War Machine. The Monster Razor, terrible, terrible, terrible pass as it got obliterated. Alright, so now the times are in. The Monster Razor got 28.9896 as War Machine got 25.0172, which is not bad. That puts, I believe, third place right now. But not enough to take on Patriot, as Patriot still leads. Alright, here we go. Next up, Mad Dog going up against Predator. And here we go. As Mad Dog had the lead. But here we go now into the turn. Screwed up a little bit, but Mad Dog has the lead. As here we go. Up the double. Big air. And Predator is not going to clear the boss on two wheels. Saved it. Terrible land for Predator. As, oh, and Mad Dog in trouble now. Mad Dog in trouble. How about that? And, oh, that's going to be a penalty for Mad Dog. As Predator screwed up a lot. Mad Dog crossed first, but that's not going to matter with the penalty. Hell, with how bad Predator did, that might have been enough to maybe save Mad Dog in terms of the time if it was racing. Man, two trucks have already struggled out there. It's supposed to be elite. Mad Dog blew it big time right there in that turn going into the final jump off the side. Ugh. So anyways, Mad Dog got 29.9369, so that would have been like third place at the moment, but not going to be the case. Meanwhile, Predator got 31.9113. Ugh, what an ugly, ugly, ugly race that was. Okay, now, next up is going to be Daisy Chain going up against the former Racer champion, Wild Ride. As, let's see what they got as here we go. Wild Ride, of course, driving on that 15th anniversary bike, very similar to the 10th anniversary. As going into the turn. Whoa! Wild Ride was very close right there to almost getting a penalty. But still hanging in there as Daisy Chain is right there with it. Here we go to the final turn. And oh, Daisy Chain spun out. Blew a chance as it's going to be Wild Ride. Oh man, Daisy Chain had chances to put up a really good time to maybe challenge Wild Ride. That was actually a very good race between those two until Daisy Chain screwed up. Alright, we now take a look at the times as Daisy Chain got 27.103. Wild Ride got 24.4882. Very good time for Wild Ride, which actually, looking at the times, oh, just short. It's number 2, just short of Patriot. Patriot and Team Impala just hold on as they got the lead with a 24.4525 at the moment. Just barely edged out. Wow, close one. All right, now we got our next matchup. Crusher going up against the 5-time champion Outlaw. And here we go. Outlaw and Crusher. And it's going to go up and over the jumps. So nice here for both of them. Here we go. Into the turns. As Outlaw having a good turn right there. Crusher really off the side right there. As Outlaw going to go over the trouble. Oh, Outlaw in trouble. Going to go over. Saved it. But oh man, way behind right there. As unfortunately for Outlaw, that's going to be a penalty too as it didn't line up straight for the jump. Oh my, what a blowout this was. As Crusher's going to win it. Oh my god, Outlaw spun out. Oh no. 3 screw-ups for the multi-racing champion, Outlaw. What happened there? What happened to Outlaw? Oh my god. I guess that some of the trucks are going to have to watch out for when they go for the double to make sure they don't land weird. Because, my God, Outlaw had a weird angle in the air, got on 2 wheels in the air, and then came down bad. And just, oh, it was just disaster for Outlaw. Oh, man, a big blow for Team Thunderbolt. And another really good racing truck already having a terrible time. So we take a look at the results. Crusher got a 25.6933 as Outlaw got a 39.0884. I think that's the second worst time tonight so far other than Crush and Run. My gosh. Terrible. Alright, so next up is Bling. Gonna take on Fireball. Here we go. Bling and Fireball over the jumps. As now going to turns. Really good turn right there for Bling. Hanging in there with Fireball. Here we go. Up and over the jump. Oh, careful. Fireball in bad trouble right there with the bad landing off the double. Not good right there. As Bling continuing to dominate right there. And in an upset, Bling is going to win with a very smooth pass. My gosh. Could that be the lead? Oh, boys. Here we go. We take a look at the times. Bling got 24.2189. Your new #1 qualifier as Team Impala still leads and is in control. Meanwhile, Fireball got 25.6716. Oh, that bad land off the double really killed it. So yeah, just like with Outlaw, that's what we got to watch out for now. Trucks need to be extremely careful when they go for the triple. I mean the double. They could flip both. I mean, getting bad lands and be in trouble. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now we continue on racing. Qualifying. With our next matchup, the defending freestyle champion. Oh, it feels so good for Crazy here that as is the defending freestyle champion, Crazy. Gonna go up against Blood Rage. As here we go. Alright, so next up, the defending freestyle champion, Crazy. Oh, it feels so great to hear it for the first time. Going up against Blood Rage. And here we go. As up and over the jumps for both trucks. So here we go. Into the turn. As so far hanging in there for Crazy. Going up and over the double. And coming down. Oh, got a wheelie there for Blood Rage. Careful there. As here we go. Into the final turn as Crazy is still hanging in there. Blood Rage has the lead. But oh no! Crazy missed the jump right there. Crazy's going to get the win. Blood Rage backed up. So it was still able to go for a jump. So it wasn't DNQ. But man, that hurts. That really hurt Blood Rage. No penalty other than hitting itself in the foot right there. Oh man, terrible. So that's 4 trucks now that are supposed to be elite doing terrible out here for qualifying. My God, it won't stop. Oh my gosh. So anyways, Crazy got a 24.6276. That's up there as one of the best times. My gosh. As Blood Rage got a 30.528. The pain and misery just won't stop. Alright. So now we're already halfway through qualifying. This next up is Team Impala's captain, Impala, getting ready to go to face Total Chaos. And here we go. Impala and Total Chaos. Up and over that jump. Here we go into the turn. What a turn by Impala. Oh, Total Chaos spun out right there. Yeah, oh, careful Impala coming down. And gonna get that wheelie. Total Chaos with a big jump coming out, but off the side. Still got the jump right there. And a really good pass there for Impala as, oh, just barely held him to avoid the penalty. Ooh, that was close to the penalty right there for a Total Chaos. I might have spun out on the final jump right there. Close to it. But man, what a great pass for Impala. As we wait on the times. Alright, here they come in. As it's a 24.0396, your new #1 qualifier. It's Impala, the team captain for Team Impala. #1 qualifier right now is Total Chaos got 28.0692. Alright, as we continue on with more qualifying. Next up, Shatter. Getting ready to face Night Stalker. And here we go. As up and over the jumps for both of them. Here we go in the turns. Very good turn for both of them. They're hanging in there. Up and over the double. Uh-oh, careful Shatter coming down. Bad landing. Ooh, Night Stalker had a wheelie there too. I think it evened it out. But oh, I think Shatter had a little bit of a wide turn right there. But here we go to the final jump. And oh, hit the side of the hill. It's going to be Night Stalker upset and Shatter. Oh, Shatter in trouble on two wheels. Going to get the save right there. Oh my God. Shatter hit the side of the double. And that really hurt its run right there as Night Stalker got the upset. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we take a look at the times. Shatter got 25.5945 and Night Stalker got 25.3121. Very good time for Night Stalker and big upset as can't wait to see how it does right now. But right now Team Impala still leads. Alright, now up the big matchup. And I mean the big matchup of qualifying. Crazy Bull, the new defending freestyle champion, just like with Crazy feels good. But it's got to take on the 2011 racing champion, Power Forward. A huge matchup as here we go! Up and over the jump. Big air for both of them. As here we go in a turn. Crazy Bull really cutting it short. Power Forward cut very wide. And I think that might have hurt Crazy Bull in the end as they're dead even. As up and over that jump. Here we go. They're still dead even. But here we go into the final turn where it matters. Here we go. As Power Forward has the lead. And it's going to be Power Forward with the victory. Power Forward with the victory. Not an upset though. Ooh, not a good sign for Crazy Bull losing your first race as the champion. But still held in there pretty well. Alright, so Crazy Bull got 25.383. Power Forward got 24.9497. Good race. But in the end, Power Forward held on for the victory. Alright, so now up. Continue with more qualifying action. As it's Locomotion getting ready to face Bone Crusher. As here we go. As up and over that jump for Locomotion and Bone Crusher. Here we go into the turns. Line up. Oh, Locomotion stalled right there. Had to back up. Way behind there. As Bone Crusher didn't even clear the double. And got a little bit of a nosedive. And now here we go for the final jump. As Locomotion gonna spin out again into a cyclone here for the moment. Oh my God, it reminded me of like Sting in the World Finals. Terrible. I think it's the first one I've ever seen on MTWS. A terrible pass for Locomotion as Bone Crusher gonna get the easy victory. As we take a look at the times, it's a 25.47. No, for Locomotion, it's a 31.7483. Bone Crusher got 24.5032. What a time for Bone Crusher, but not enough to take on Team Impala. Alright, so this upcoming race is Prowler going up against the multiple racing champion, the freestyle champion, Thunderbolt. As this is the first time tonight we're going to have 15th anniversary founding trucks going at it. And this is the last truck of either team that has a legitimate shot to take on that #1 time. And how about that? Thunderbolt going to have to go up against Impala already for the #1 spot qualified. Wow, how about that start off this event? Alright, so here we go. Could Thunderbolt take it away? As here we go. Thunderbolt and Prowler. Up and over the jump. As now, here we go. Into the final turn. Very good turn for both of them. Oh, Thunderbolt missed it! Thunderbolt missed it! That is going to be a DNQ for Thunderbolt! Oh, no! Thunderbolt, what are you doing? You pulled Crusher on earlier. Prowler spun out right there. Thunderbolt going to get the easy victory, but it's not going to matter because of the penalty. Oh, my God. What were you doing, Thunderbolt? You took the turn too sharp. Oh, man. So, of course, Thunderbolt got DNQ. Meanwhile, we look at Prowler's time, got 27.543. And upon looking at the time, if Thunderbolt did not get that DNQ, it would have gotten the #1 qualifier. 24.0100. Just would have edged out Impala, but it's not going to matter because it got the damn penalty. Oh, Thunderbolt just blew it right there by getting that DNQ. That #1 spot was for the taking. Oh, Thunderbolt better be hitting itself now from that choke. That was embarrassing. But Impala still holds on as it's smirking at its arch rival choked so badly. Alright, so now up is Crasher going up against Flying Falcon. And here we go. We'll be very interested to see with these last 8 trucks as near of them are elite racers. Could they take on Impala's time? Oh, and that's going to be a penalty there. Look like for Flying Falcon. Oh boy, not very good. As we'll now go into the turns. Fireball. Oh, Crusher hit the side to jump right there. And Fireball, trouble there, Crasher in trouble, and gonna flip it over right there. And gonna get the save in an ugly, ugly, ugly race. My gosh. Alright. So we now take a look at times, and Flying Falcon just barely avoided the penalty. That was a very close one. So avoid the penalty. Crasher got 27.0507, and Flying Falcon got 25.1871. Just barely avoided the penalty. And man, what an ugly race that was. Alright, now here we go. Stinger going up against Destroyer in the next race. As here we go. As up and over that jump. As here we go into the turn. And a little bit of trouble there for Destroyer. Stinger has the lead. Up and over the jump, but Stinger off the side. Oh boy, not looking good right there. Managed to avoid the penalty. As still hanging in there. And it will get the victory. And not the best race for either truck as Destroyer got 2 wheels in the air. Ugh. So now we take a look at the times. Stinger got 25.0683. Destroyer got 25.9428. Not the best results for either of them. Alright, as we're winding down qualifying, next up is Venom going up against Reckless Intent. And here we go. Will they take on Impala's time? And now he would go into the turn. Reckless Intent has the lead, but a little bit off the side. Gonna go up the the double. Gonna land on a little bit for Reckless Intent, but they're still in the lead. Here we go into the turn. Ooh, potentially a good turn right there for Reckless Intent. Oh, but a little bit off the side. Yo, Venom's in trouble there. And it is gonna be Venom pulling off the upset as Reckless Intent went off the side and choked badly in the final jump. My gosh, choked a good opportunity right there. As we take a look at the times, it's a 25.8778 for Venom, and Reckless Intent got 26 exactly. Ugh. Just a bad, bad, bad race right there for Reckless Intent. Blew it big time. Alright, we come down to this now. Our final match of qualifying. As it's going to be Madness versus Topsy Turvy. Will Topsy Turvy get the #1 spot to save Team Thunderbolt? Or will Madness beat Impala, or Impala will hold on? The odds are heavily in favor of Team Impala, but anything can go still. Topsy-turvy is the last chance for Team Thunderbolt. Will it do it, or will Impala or Madness hold on? As here we go, the final match. Madness versus Topsy-turvy. Up and over the jump. Here we go into the turn as they're both dead even still. Here we go for the double. Looks like Topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy's off the side. Both trucks are off the side right there. Oh boy. Oh, Topsy-turvy in trouble. That's not going to help it. Oh boy. Here we go. And it's going to be all Madness with the victory. Oh my god. Topsy-turvy. Nothing's going right for it. Ugly pass right there. Ugh. That was terrible. But we still got to wait on the times though. As here they come in. As Madness got 25.0932. And Topsy-turvy got 27.7039. So Impala is your #1 qualifier here at the 2024 MTWS All-Star Challenge. And more importantly, that means Team Impala has win #1 of the All-Star Challenge. One more win and it's got everything secured. Let's go for Team Impala. And Team Captain Impala got the victory too, which felt very satisfying, especially going up against its arch rival Thunderbolt in qualifying. Man, what a race what a qualifying matchup that was. As Impala, #1 qualifier. Absolutely insane. And how about Bling getting #2? That was insane. Team Impala member as well. And then Patriot got 3rd place, which is very good as well. And that's another Team Impala. So Team Impala showed up for all their qualifying matchups so far. The top 3 are Team Impala. Holy cow. That's insane. Alright. So now we gotta take a look at the bracket. A big 40 truck bracket. As here we go. Here is the bracket for the All-Star Challenge. As tonight, we'll start off with, oh my gosh, it's going to be Outrage going up against Thunderbolt. And whoever wins will have to face Impala. We can have a second match of Thunderbolt and Impala in round 2. Oh my gosh, it's going to be insane. And then it would be the Monster Razor going up against Mad Dog, with the winner going to have to face Power Forward. And then Prowler versus Predator, with the winner going to have to face Bone Crusher. And then Daisy Chain versus Locomotion, with the winner going to have to face Wild Ride. Then the other half, it will be another big matchup. Crasher going up against Outlaw, both trucks who flipped in qualifying. Whoever wins has got to face Patriot. Then Topsy-Turvy versus Blood Rage. Whoever wins will have to face Crazy. Total Chaos versus Polar Storm. Whoever wins will have to face Nitro. And finally, Damage Control versus Crush and Run. Whoever wins will have to face Bling. Then round 2 will be Impala versus Outrage or Thunderbolt. Shatter versus Erupts. That's a huge matchup. Power Forward going up against the Monster Razor or Mad Dog. War Machine versus Fireball. Bone Crusher versus Prowler or Predator. Flying Falcon versus Venom. Wild Ride going up against Damage Control or Locomotion. And High Flying versus Destroyer. And then the second half will be Patriot going up against Crasher or Outlaw. Night Stalker versus Shadowrun. Crazy going up against Blood Rage or Total Chaos. Madness versus G Plunderer. Nitro versus Total Chaos or Polar Storm. Stinger versus Crusher. Bling versus Damage Control or Crush and Run. And finally wrapping up with Crazy Bull going up against Reckless Intent. So we're going to have to wait till the end of round 2 to finally see Crazy Bull begin its title defense as the racing champ. Wow. What insane matchups we're about to get. Alright everyone, time to get ready for round 1 action. Well guys, it's now time to get ready for round 1 racing. As we're going to start with the big one. Outrage going up against Thunderbolt, with the winner going to face Impala. Oh boy, that is going to be something. As they are at the line. And we are now underway for the All-Star Challenge. Outrage versus Thunderbolt as they go up the jump. Let's see if Thunderbolt can handle the turn this time unlike before. Here we go, right forward, and it looks like Outrage has a lead. Thunderbolt's struggling a little bit, and quite behind too, man. Still struggling out there for Thunderbolt. Man, Outrage's in control. Here we go to turn. Oh, Outrage went really wide. Oh, Thunderbolt might be pulling the comeback right here. And here we go to the jump. Oh, it's going to be a photo finish, look like. But Outrage did not hit the jump properly. That is going to be a penalty no matter what. And on the on the times, yes, Outrage did upset Thunderbolt, but it's not going to matter because of the penalty. So 2 Team Thunderbolt trucks went after each other, and Thunderbolt, the captain, held on to win. And oh boy, the huge matchup to start round 1. The 2 captains, the arch rivals, Impala and Thunderbolt, are going to go at it. Oh boy, that's going to be insane. Alright, next up is the Monster Razor going up against Mad Dog. Now we're going to have 2 Team Impala trucks going at it. And here we go. Both trucks struggle in qualify. We'll see how they do out here. As up and over that jump. As going into the turn. And here we go. Mad Dog with the lead. Here we go now. Line up and over the double. As Mad Dog. Oh, Mad Dog got caught by a bad land right there. It's not going to help at all. You have to clear the double, remember. And how about that? The Monster Razor is going to upset Mad Dog as Mad Dog continues to struggle all day so far on this track. Wow. Terrible in qualifying and now terrible in racing. It's one and done. What a big blow to Team Impala. So right now it's still even, 19 trucks each, as the Monster Razor is going to move on and it will face Power Forward in round 2. Next up, Prowler and Predator. And if I remember correctly too, along with Crazy, Predator I think was also hometown here in Nashville, so both hometown trucks are here going to go at it. And here we go, Predator and Prowler, 2 founded trucks. How nostalgic and funny seeing these 2 go up against each other too, especially with the names. And Predator hit the turning car, and Prowler struggled going up the jump right there. And Big Lee, oh, Prowler in trouble, smacked the side of the hill. Just terrible race right there for Prowler. Nothing going right. Predator did not have a good turn either. As clip the hill there for Prowler, and it's going to be all Predator getting the win right there. Ugly race there for Prowler as it crosses over. As Predator going to get the win. And moving on for Team Thunderbolt. So Team Thunderbolt has the lead in terms of trucks remaining. As it will face Bone Crusher in round 2. Alright, next up is Daisy Chain versus Locomotion. 2 Team Impala trucks that go at it. Man, Team Impala is struggling right now in terms of trucks remaining. As here we go. And looks like Locomotion has the lead right now. Here we go into the turn. And oh, Locomotion went terrible turn right there. It didn't get a penalty or DNQ because it backed up and all that. But man, is it behind now? As some big air coming down. Oh, on 2 wheels. Oh, it's going to miss the jump. That is going to be a DNQ. But it's not going to matter as Daisy Chain's going to win. Oh my God, what a horrible turn right there. Horrible pass for Locomotion. Like everything went wrong for it with the flip and all that. Quite weird too because it didn't seem to have that bad of a rebound either on the landing. Well, with that, now Team Impala is really behind with trucks remaining. As we're now one half done of round 1. Next up for round 1 is going to be Crasher going up against Outlaw. Outlaw we saw struggle earlier in racing. Really would like to do good here for Team Thunderbolt as Crasher representing Team Impala. And here we go! Crasher and Outlaw! Outlaw we saw struggle in qualifying. Let's see if they can make it up here. As here we go into the turn. And Crasher struggled a lot as Outlaw has the big lead right now. Going over to double. Oh, maybe Crasher making a comeback perhaps? And here we go for the jump. And it is going to be all Locomotion. As, oh, Crasher almost went off the side right there. That could have been almost a penalty. But big win for Team Thunderbolt as Outlaw is moving on to make up for the terrible qualifying match. And now it's going to face Patriot in round 2. Oh boy, that's going to be a big match between 2 team trucks. Next up, Topsy Turvy going up against Blood Rage. 2 Team Thunderbolt trucks going to go at it now. As here we go. Both struggling qualifying. We'll see how they do here. As going into the turn. And, ooh, dead even right now. But here we go, up and over the jump. As looks up, Topsy Turvy landing and going to wheelie over the hill. I don't think it's going to help him much. Had a bad landing, went very wide into the turn, and it is going to be all Blood Rage here. Blood Rage is going to get the victory. Sucks for Team Thunderbolt as that was 2 trucks that went down on that side, or one of them, I mean to say. So Blood Rage is going to move on, but it is going to face Crazy in round 2. Now up is Total Chaos going up against Polar Storm, as that is a truck on each team. All right, here we go. Polar Storm and Total Chaos. 2 trucks from 2015 gonna go at it. As here we go into the turn. As Total Chaos did not have a good turn there whatsoever. As here we go over the jump. Oh, Polar Storm's a little bit of trouble. Polar Storm going off the side on 2 wheels and is gonna go over. Polar Storm going over as Total Chaos having a horrible pass. As long as it clears the jump, it's gonna win. But man, Total Chaos is all over the place. Uh-oh, nosedive in trouble. Gonna get the save right there. Ugly race for Total Chaos, but it will get the win because Polar Storm flipping another blow for Impala as it is losing trucks left and right. Alright, despite the ugly victory, Total Chaos wins and will face Nitro next round. Oh boy, that's going to be tough. Alright, now for the final race of round 1. Damage Control and Crush and Run. Two trucks from separate teams. So here we go. Crush and Run and Damage Control. Crush and Run, remember, got DNQ when it started off qualifying. We'll see how it does out here now. Can it actually line up for the jump? As both trucks made very sharp turns, and Damage Control right now is in the lead. How about that? Interesting. Still hanging in there with the former racing champion. Here we go into the final turn. And it looks like Crush and Run's going to pull it off in the end with a really great turn to wrap it up. As Crush and Run's going to get the victory. That's a needed victory for Team Impala. I think overall Team Impala lost more in round 1, but still got a lot more race to go. Remember, if Team Impala wins racing, they've clinched. They got the victory of the series. Thunderbolt needs to win racing and freestyle in order to have any chance of winning. All right. So now the bracket is updated. So now let's go take a look at here we go. Oh boy, we're gonna start with a the biggest matchup you can get pretty much at MTWS. The arch rivalry. The team captain's going to go at it right in round 2. Oh my gosh, that's going to be insane. Impala going up against Thunderbolt. That's huge. Then it'll be Shatter going up against Eruption in another insane race. Then it'll be Power Forward going up against the Monster Razor. War Machine versus Fireball. Bone Crusher versus Predator. Flying Falcon versus Venom. Wild Ride versus Daisy Chain. High Flying versus Destroyer. And then another big matchup. Patriot going up against Outlaw. Night Stalker going up against Shadowrun. Crazy going up against Blood Rage. Madness versus G Plunderer. Nitro versus Total Chaos. Stinger versus Crusher. Bling versus Crusher Run. It's finally wrapped up. The defending racing champion Crazy Bull going against Reckless Tent in its championship debut. Alright, so we had 40 trucks. We're now down to 32 as we got a very big round 2 coming up now. Alright fans, it's now time to begin round 2 action. A very long round 2 with 32 trucks still competing. And oh my gosh, what a start it's going to be. Thunderbolt and Impala, the arch rivals, the team captains, are going to go at it in round 2. Oh boy, this is a huge one, fans. We always love to see Impala Thunderbolt matchup. We already saw in qualifying, and now we're going to see it here. So here we go. Impala versus Thunderbolt, and they are off. Let's see how they do here. Up and over the jumps right there. Let's see how the former freestyle champions do. It's going to go right for the jumps. They're still dead even. Here we go. Up the trip, the double. And Thunderbolt landed on the double bit coming down. Impala didn't have a good land, but they're still hanging in there. But Impala went really wide. Thunderbolt had a really good turn. And Thunderbolt is going to beat Impala. Thunderbolt has won and done the #1 qualifier and beat its arch rival. What a huge win that was for it. Very satisfying. A big blow for Team Thunderbolt as its team captain went down. The #1 qualifier went down. And man, that was insane. So, the last place qualifier, Thunderbolt, now moving on to round 3. As next up is another huge matchup. Shatter and Eruption gonna go at it. And here we go. Shatter and Eruption now. Another big matchup is up and over the jump. Here we go into the turn. Shatter cut really sharp right there. Oh, Eruption went too sharp as well. And almost overshot the jump. Managed to back up. Oh, that might be a penalty right there. Very behind. Dingle Hit gonna land on the bus. Oh, in trouble. Got a barrel roll right there. Saved it as Eruption is just all over the place. And Shatter is gonna win as Eruption continues to struggle. This has been the case a lot last year, and the big reason why Eruption didn't make the championship. It cannot stop struggling in racing. That's been all year pretty much last year, and now it's continuing on here. Very disappointing. 2 really good racers done already. As that is unfortunately a big blow for Team Impala, as that's 2 trucks now that have been eliminated from its side. Not looking good in that regard. Alright, so now up is going to be Power Forward going up against the Monster Razor. Another inter-team matchup here. Or outer team, I mean to say. As here we go. The former race champion going up against the Monster Razor. Up and over the jump. As now, here we go, into the turn, looking good right there, as Power Forward has the lead, as took a bad land, the Monster Racer has the lead, as Power Forward going to go up the trouble, oh, nose dive, over the double, come on, they're going to go over, oh, Power Forward flipped on a bad landing right there, and how about that, the Monster Racer is going to upset Power Forward, oh my gosh, horrible landing for Power Forward. Oh man, that was horrible. So 3 really good racers already done in round 2. My gosh. Insane as the Monster Racer continues on. That is a big blow for Team Thunderbolt now too. Alright. So with that out of the way, on to the next matchup, which is War Machine going up against Fireball. So here we go. War Machine and Fireball. Up and over the jumps. Here we go into turn. War Machine taking it very sharp right there. Hanging in there with Fireball. And if anything, has the lead right now. Over the double. Bad lane right there. Fireball making the comeback. As what a turn by Fireball. War Machine went very wide. And that's going to cost it, as it's going to be all Fireball right there. Fireball going to get the victory as it moves on to round 3. Alright. So now up next is Bone Crusher going up against Predator. As looking at, and looks like, yep, another Team Thunderbolt matchup. So after Team Impala taking the L's, now it's Team Thunderbolt got to take the L's, losing spots. So here we go. Next up, Bone Crusher versus Predator. Here we go, up and over the jump, big air. Alright, going into the turn as, oh, that was very close right there to a penalty. Up and over the double for both trucks. Coming down, and got a wheelie there for Prowler. Oh, nosedive right there. As Bone Crusher still has the lead. Going up and over a jump, and there we go. But upon replay, we looked at it again. Bone Crusher got a penalty. Did not line up correctly for the first jump. So because of that, it's going to be Predator moving on. Tough break for Bone Crusher. Need to line up straight, remember. Alright, so now up is Flying Falcon going up against Venom. As outer team matchup once again. Flying Falcon and Impala. No, and Venom is, here we go. Flying Falcon, Venom gonna go at it. Up and over that jump. Oh, Venom really close to the container right there. That was not a very good landing. As right now, Flying Falcon is dominating. Here we go over the jump. Both barely cleared. Oh, Venom on 2 wheels right there. That might have been a penalty right there too, but Venom is all over the place. But so is Flying Falcon. Have a terrible turn right there. Oh boy, here we go with the comeback, and it's gonna be a photo finish. Oh my, a photo finish. And upon the replay, Venom did not get a penalty. Oh man, that was close. As we got the photo finish, as here it is, as barely edging out is going to be Flying Falcon. Oh man, so close right there. Almost blew it after Venom screwed up, as Flying Falcon is going to move on to round 3. Alright, next up is Wild Ride. Getting ready to take on Daisy Chain. As another outer team matchup. Alright, here we go. Wild Ride and Daisy Chain. As going over the jump. Into the turn they go. Very close there for Wild Ride. Daisy Chain's behind. As here we go for a jump as Wild Ride. Uh-oh, odd angle. Oh, Wild Ride is flipping over right there. Saved it. Oh my gosh, what a save it. Oh, Daisy Chain went off the side of the jump. Back it up. Managed to avoid the penalty. And Wild Ride is still somehow in the lead despite flipping over. Here we go for the final jump, and it's going to be Wild Ride, as Daisy Chain is going to get another penalty, missing the jump right there. Oh my gosh. But Wild Ride continues on. Alright, next up, the first half of round 1's about to be over, as it's going to be High Flying going up against Destroyer, as both trucks are in Team Thunderbolt. So man, another L for Team Thunderbolt coming up. And here we go. High Flying versus Destroyer. Alright, here we go into the turn. Looking good. Oh, that was close there for Destroyer. Destroyer has the lead. Going over the double. Alright, here we go into the final turn. Very good turn for High Flying, and that is going to be the sign factor, as it is going to get the victory right there. Coming down, as Locomotion did not have the best land, as High Flying is going to get the win, but another loss for Team Thunderbolt, unfortunately. Alright, now we got a huge matchup, as it's going to be Outlaw going up against Patriot. A huge outer team matchup. Big matchup. Former race champion going against Patriot. This is a huge race between these two. Alright, and here we go. Outlaw versus Patriot. As up and over the jump. Here we go into the turn. We already saw Outlaw struggle earlier. Let's see if it... Oh, that was very close for Outlaw, but managed to line up straight enough. Patriot has a slight lead, but Patriot a little bit in trouble coming down. Here we go into the final turn. As they're... Oh, not really the best turn for either trucks right there, but they're still hanging in there. But it's going to be Patriot at the end, as Outlaw fishtailed a little bit at the end, got a wheelie. Man, Outlaw struggled out here tonight, and it is already done, as that's another blow for Team Thunderbolt, as that's 4 L's they took so far, at least tonight. Ugh, that sucks for it. As Patriot's going to move on to round 3. Next up is going to be Night Stalker going up against Shadowrun, as Night Stalker in Team Thunderbolt, and Shadowrun is in Team Impala, so another outer team matchup. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Night Stalker and Shadowrun. Alright, turn. They seem to have good turns right there. Hanging in there. Oh, Shadowrun went a little wide. Here we go. Up and over the double. Whoa, that was not a good land for Impala. I mean, I'm Night Stalker. But terrible turn there for Shadowrun. Hanging in there still. But here we go to the final jump. And it's going to be not Shadowrun, Night Stalker still. Alright. Close race, but Night Stalker's going to get the victory. Very good race right there. As it moves on. Next up is the defending Freestyle champion, Crazy. Getting ready to go up against Blood Rage. Crazy is in Team Impala, Blood Rage in Team Thunderbolt, another outer team matchup. Alright, we're getting ready to go, and they're off. Crazy and Blood Rage. Crazy can pull off some interesting racing moments sometimes, like Jim Kohler in real life. Let's see how it does. Oh, what a turn here by Crazy, as it actually has the lead right here. Here we go, over the double, but Crazy gonna have a bad landing right there, but so did Blood Rage. It's anyone's race. Oh, Crazy on 2 wheels saved it, but that's gonna cost it. Oh, that was a good opportunity for an upset, but it's gonna be Blood Rage with the victory. Oh man, I was saying earlier, Crazy had the potential to do an upset maybe, and it was right there, but it just blew it into turn right there. That on 2 wheels cost it, as Blood Rage moving on for Team Thunderbolt. Alright, next up is Madness versus Ye Plunderer. Another outer team matchup. As here we go. Madness and Ye Plunderer. Who will get it? As here we go over the jump. As into the turn. Line up. There we go. Up and over it. Big air for both trucks. It's, oh, Madness is way off the track, and that could have been a penalty potentially. But here we go into the final turn. Madness trying to make the comeback, but it's not going to matter, as it's going to be Ye Plunder the victory. And holy cow, Madness really picked up a lot of speed at the end, but it wasn't enough, as Team Thunderbolt and Ye Plunder are going to get the victory. Alright, down to our final 4 races of round 2, as next up is Nitro versus Total Chaos. As it's going to be another Team Thunderbolt matchup. There's so many of them in this round 1 race. My goodness. Not going good for it, but hey, we'll have them at least to advance. As here we go. Nitro and Total Chaos. As here we go into the turn. As Total Chaos almost went upside right there, really behind. As Nitro, oh, careful, Nitro coming down. Held on. As here we go into the, oh, Total Chaos hit the turn card, flip it over, as it is going to be all Nitro right there. As next up is Stinger and Crusher. As looking at, yep, first time I think in round 2 we're going to have an all Team Impala matchup finally. So Team Impala's not going to take the L's. Here we go. Crusher and Stinger. As here we go, up that jump. See how they do in the turn. Look very good. They're both hanging in there. 2 solid racers. But Stinger had a bad land. Both trucks had bad land. But Stinger popped the tire on landing too. That's not good as it spun out because of the popped tire. Horrible land for Stinger. And Crusher's still struggling too. But it's not going to matter as Crusher's going to get the victory. Oh my God. Both had terrible jumps because of the bad landing. Ugh, that was not good. As Crusher's going to move on. Alright, next up is Bling, our number 2 qualifier. Going to go up against the former racer champion, Crush and Run. Crush and Run, of course, Team Impala. Oh, both Team Impala, so we're going to have another Team Impala matchup. As here we go. Bling and Crush and Run. Crush and Run, remember, got DNQ last time out in qualifying. Let's see how it does here. We saw what Thunderbolt did. And he's going to go over the jump. Here we go. As, Crusher runs off the side, and that will be a spun out right there! I was about to say it was going to be a penalty, but that really hurt Crusher Run too, as Crusher Run continues to struggle out there, as Bling's going to get the victory in an upset, but man, Crusher Run has struggled so bad out here. I don't even know if I would necessarily want to consider it an upset, but another big L for Team Impala, potentially, as Bling moves on. Alright, we're now down to our final race, as it's Reckless Intent going up against the defending racing champion, Crazy Bull. Crazy Bull, in its first race as the champion. We're going to see what it's got. Alright, so here we go. Next up, Crazy Bull versus Reckless Intent to wrap it up. Outer team matchup now. Let's see how Crazy Bull's got in its first race as the defending champion. Here we go. Very sharp in a turn, which again, remember, is not really that good. And right now, if anything, Reckless Intent has the lead. Oh boy, could that be an upset in the works? Oh, but that's going to be a penalty for Reckless Intent off the side. Man, Crazy Bull struggled there, but Reckless Intent's doing even worse. And an ugly race. Crazy Bull's going to get its first racing win as the champion, but man, did not have a good path whatsoever. That could cause problems later on, as Reckless Intent almost got towards the the container stack right there. Alright, with that, round 2 is now in the books, as we now take a look at the bracket. As here we go into round 3 with 16 trucks left. Thunderbolt and Shatter are going to start off things. That's going to be a big race. Then the Monster Razor going up against Fireball. Predator going up against Flying Falcon. And Wild Ride going up against High Flying. Then it'll be Patriot versus Night Stalker. Blood Rage versus G Plunderer. Nitro versus Crusher. And then wrapping up with Ling versus Crazy Bull. Alright, both teams had took some L's recently, but we're slowly but surely winding down the bracket. So let's get ready for round 3. Alright, now it's time for the very rare round 3. As next up is the big matchup between Thunderbolt and Shatter. As both trucks, actually no, Shatter is in Team Impala, so Thunderbolt's got to face another Team Impala truck. So, anyways, time for the big matchup. Thunderbolt and Shatter is here we go. Thunderbolt surprised all by making all the way here despite being the last place qualifier. Let's see how it does against Shatter, who was, I think, the best racer last year, too. Here we go for the jump. As Shatter has the lead. Thunderbolt nosedived right there. Oh, in trouble right there. But here we go for the final jump, as Shatter's in complete control, as here we go for the final jump, but oh no, Shatter went off the side! That's gonna be a penalty there for Shatter, as Thunderbolt flipped at the end. Oh, Shatter hit the hill sideways. Oh, it choked it away, as Thunderbolt is gonna come back with the win, despite screwing up so badly. Oh my god, got bailed out, as Shatter hitting itself, choking so hard, it went off the side too much, and that cost it, as Thunderbolt is moving on to the quarterfinals. Oh boy, a big win for Team Thunderbolt. Alright, now up is the Monster Razor, going up against Fireball. Another outer team matchup. Here we go! The Monster Razor's last this far, but it's going to go up against another really good truck. As the Monster Razor cut the turn way too sharp, Fireball went way too wide, and somehow the Monster Razor, despite slowing down, is in the lead. But unfortunately, it went off the side right there. That's going to hurt it. That double jump is like so inconsistent. And here we go, as it is going to be all Fireball right there with the easy victory. As the Monster Razor blew its chances on that very terrible landing on the off the double. All right. So now we continue on for our next race. Predator versus Flying Falcon. As this is, yep, a full Team Thunderbolt matchup. So a Team Thunderbolt truck is guaranteed to make the quarterfinals. So here we go. Even though we already have, what, 2 of them already in? Man, this side's heavily favored for Team Thunderbolt to make the finals potentially to save its chances for tonight. Oh, Flying Falcon was way upside there. Oh, Predator landed badly, and that should be, I think, a DNQ. Oh, yeah, Predator's all over the place. Not looking good for Predator, as it'll be a victory for Fireball. If it got a penalty, Predator got one too to negate it. So Flying Falcon's going to move on to the quarterfinals now. All right, next up is Wild Ride going up against High Flying. As they are now at the line. There we go. So again, with this, they're both Team Thunderbolt trucks. That means the one half of the bracket, we're guaranteed to have a Team Thunderbolt truck in the finals. Guaranteed. As here we go. Both trucks are in Team Thunderbolt, so no matter what, we're going to have Team Thunderbolt on one side of the bracket to try and save the series for this event. As Wild Ride's in the lead. Up and over the double. Oh, not a good landing. Hard to believe it's still running really well after it's flipping, racing. But Flying Falcon, High Flying's hanging in there, but yeah, you're not going to... Oh! High Flying flipping over right there. Terrible pass right there. Trying to save it, and it's going to go over right there. Oh, man, spun out. Went off the side of the jump and then went over and couldn't save it. So, Wild Ride, since I keep getting the names all mixed up, is moving on. And yeah, quarterfinals on this side is going to be all Team Thunderbolt going into the finals. I wonder if that'll be the case in the other bracket now. As next up is going to be Patriot against Night Stalker. But as looking at, yep, Night Stalker is Team Thunderbolt, and of course Patriot's in Team Impala. And up there is like one of the best options still for Team Impala to win race in Patriot. And Crazy Bull still as well. Alright, so now to begin the second half of racing. Here we go. Patriot and Night Stalker. Here we go. Up and over that jump. Ugh, Night Stalker had a terrible land coming down and gonna slide out. So yeah, not looking good off for Night Stalker. As Patriot coming down, did not have a good landing. Did not have a good turn there either, but still hanging there with the big lead. Hit the side of the hill right there. Really struggling right there. Man, Patriot should think it. Uh-oh, nose diving. Gonna flip it right there. Gonna save it. But yeah, Patriot should be thanking its lucky stars that Night Stalker struggled so badly, because it might have pulled off the upset if it wasn't for that. Ugly race, but Patriot's moving on. So, Team Impala is going to at least have one truck making the quarterfinals. Alright, so now up, our next matchup. Blood Rage versus Ye Plunder. And this is an all-Team Thunderbolt matchup. So that means, guys, we potentially, at the moment, could have a Team Thunderbolt Finals. But we have a long way to go still, so we get our next race underway. Blood Rage and Ye Plunderer. We're going to have 5 Team Thunderbolts in the finals, which is huge. Yes, here we go. And Blood Rage screwed up right there. Had to back up as Ye Plunder has the big lead. But won the penalty for Blood Rage other than screwing itself over. Oh, but Ye Plunder did not take a good turn right there. Could this be a chance for the comeback? And it will not be, as Ye Plunder is going to upset Blood Rage because Blood Rage screwed up badly into the turn. Went way too sharp and almost missed the ram. Managed to back up to avoid the penalty or the DNQ, but that's going to cost it. So, yeah. Now Ye Plunder upset is in the quarterfinals. How about that? My gosh. Alright. So now up is Nitro going up against Crusher. Crusher and Team Impala. Nitro and Team Thunderbolt. Oh boy. You gotta wonder if we're going to get closer to a Team Thunderbolt matchup in the finals. As the trucks are now ready. And here we go. Nitro and Crusher. Lining up for that jump. See how they handle. Nitro took it very sharp. Up and over that jump. Here we go. Up the side. Uh-oh, Crusher a little bit in trouble coming down. But oh, still hanging in there. Here we go to the final turn. What a turn by Crusher. And it is going to beat Nitro. Oh, Nitro's in trouble there. Violent flip. And oh, Crusher's in trouble too. Sidewalling it. And gonna go over as Nitro saved it. What a finish that was at the end. But Nitro got defeated as it choked it away. Crusher with the victory. That was not that hard of a land, so it should be okay to come back. And with that, Impala saved a big chance right there as it defeated Team Thunderbolt's best competitor on that side of the bracket. So now 2 Team Impala trucks on that side of the bracket. So last up is going to be Ling versus Crazy Bull. And both are Team Impala. So that means this side of the bracket is going to have 3/4 Team Impala no matter what. So the odds are heavily in favor to have a Team Thunderbolt Impala matchup, but there's still a Team Thunderbolt truck on that one side of the bracket, so it's still possible. Oh boy, so here we go. The final race. Crazy Bull going up against the very surprising Bling, as here we go. Odds may be in Bling's favor potentially after Crazy Bull struggle. Here we go. Up and over the jump, into the turn. As, oh, Bling went a little too wide, had to slow down as Crazy Bull is the lead. Here we go, over the jump, big air for Bling. Not a good landing right there, as, yeah, it's way behind. Here we go into the final turn, and Bling screwed up a lot right there, and yeah, it's going to be all Crazy Bull. Not even a challenge whatsoever, as Bling choked big time. Ugh. So much for being a number 2 qualifier. And with that, the quarterfinals is now set. As we take a look at the bracket, just 8 trucks remain. As next up will be another big matchup. Thunderbolt going up against Fireball. And then Flying Falcon going up against Wild Ride. And then it'll be Patriot versus G Plunder. And then wrap it up with Crusher versus Crazy Bull. Remember, the first half is all Team Thunderbolt. Team Thunderbolt will be in the finals no matter what. And the other half, it's 3/4 Team Impala. So the odds are heavily favored to have a Team Impala matchup, especially since 2 of them are the elites still on that side of the bracket. But there is G Plunder, the only representative of Team Thunderbolt on that one side of the bracket. Could it keep pulling off upset and somehow make the semifinals so we can have a Team Thunderbolt matchup? But remember, if Team Impala wins it here tonight in racing, that's it. It's all over with. Only thing left will be to get the sweep. So yeah, guys, 8 trucks remain of the All-Star Challenge. So now it's time to continue on with quarterfinals racing. Alright, it's now time for the quarterfinals. We're going to knock it down to 4 trucks as we're getting ready. Our next matchup is Thunderbolt going up against Fireball. Of course, both trucks are in Team Thunderbolt, as this side of the bracket is nothing but Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is going to have one competitor in the finals. Who will it be, though? But first things first, we got to determine who's going to make the semifinals. So, here we go! Thunderbolt versus Fireball! Here we go, over the jump! Thunderbolt has been dominating all night despite luck. Oh, that was very close to penalty for Fireball, as it is behind at the moment. Up and over the jump. Here we go to the turn. Can it make the comeback? Here we go into the turn. Really good turn for both of them. But this time it is going to be Thunderbolt straight up getting the victory. Just could not beat Fireball in the end after Fireball screwing up right there. Alright, so Thunderbolt, despite all the struggles in qualifying, is in the semifinals. One more race to go to make the finals. Wouldn't that be a massive thing I would like to do? Beat Impala and make it to the finals. Alright, so now, next up is going to be Flying Falcon and Wild Ride. Who will face Thunderbolt in the semifinals? As here we go. Up and over the jump. As into the turn. Ooh, nice turn in for Flying Falcon. Hanging in there with Wild Ride. Up and over the jump, but Wild Ride has the lead. Coming down with the wheelie, which is not good. Oh, that was close. As going into the turn. Here we go, right for the jump. And here we go, and it's going to be Wild Ride just edged it out. What a race that was. A very close race, but Wild Ride is going to get it. As Wild Ride is now in the semifinals, as it is just dominating out there after its flip earlier. Alright, now one side of the bracket set, and now the most important match of the quarterfinals, which is surprising because on paper, this is not a good matchup. Patriot versus G Plunder. But it's a big matchup because this is the last truck left on this side of the bracket for Team Thunderbolt. If it's gone, then we're guaranteed to have a Team Impala Team Thunderbolt matchup. So everything's on the line for Thunderbolt here. It really wants to have an all Thunderbolt bounce, but it's got to rely on G Plunderer making it all the way to the finals. So here we go. Patriot versus G Plunderer. G Plunderer survived this far, but it's got to go up against Patriot, who's been doing really good all night. Here we go into the turn. As very sharp there for both trucks. Here we go for the double. Hanging in there, G Plunderer is. And going to go over the jump. Still dead even. But here we go into the turn. Oh, Patriot had a sharply wide turn right there. G Plunderer has the lead. And G Plunderer is going to win. And Patriot is flipping finally at the end once again, just like it did Plunder is going to win, and that means we still have a chance for a Team Thunderbolt Finals. Oh, Impala's sweating now. Oh, that's huge. A huge upset as Team Thunderbolt is celebrating. Hoping everything from the very feisty Ye Plunder to keep it going. And now for the final match of the quarterfinals. This is all Team Impala though. Crusher versus Crazy Bull. Crazy Bull's been struggling, but his defending race champion still holding on. It's got to take on Crusher now. Crusher and Crazy Bull. As here we go. See how we got as going into the turn. Oh, Crusher went very wide right there, and Crazy Bull right now has the lead. Up and over the double. Coming out with a wheelie, which is not probably a good thing for Crusher, as it's way behind, way deep in that turn. And it is going to be Crazy. Oh, Crusher's in trouble right there, as Crazy Bull's going to get the victory. Crazy Bull, easy victory, and now it's in the semifinals. All right, so the bracket is now set as we take a look at it. Thunderbolt versus Wild Ride, and then it'll be Ye Plunderer going up against Crazy Bull. This is wild because the first matchup is the best match on paper. The defendant, the former race champion Wild Ride, going up against two-time freestyle champion Thunderbolt, who is very good racing, who made it all the way here as the last place qualifier as the team captain for Team Thunderbolt. But the other race is actually more intriguing because Thunderbolt and Impala, they're both Team Thunderbolt trucks. Team Thunderbolt's going to make it in. The other matchup is Crazy Bull, the defending race champion, going against Ye Plunderer, with Ye Plunderer being a Team Thunderbolt truck. There's only 3 Team Thunderbolt trucks remaining. If Ye Plunderer wins, we're going to have a Team Thunderbolt matchup in the finals to guarantee Team Thunderbolt survives. So they are banking so hard on Ye Plunderer to pull off the upset against the defending racing champion. They need this badly. So Thunderbolt, Wild Ride, Ye Plunderer, and Crazy Bull's odds remain. Alright, time to get ready for the semifinals. Well, now it's time to continue on with the semifinals. And that's down to our final 4 trucks. It's going to come down to this now. Wild Ride and Thunderbolt, the big matchup between the 2 Team Thunderbolt trucks. The former racing champion, who's made it all the way here. And Thunderbolt, who, remember, last place in qualifying and somehow still made it this far. But only one of them will advance to the finals. Who will it be to represent Team Thunderbolt? As here we go! Thunderbolt and Wild Ride! As up and over the jump. Here we go, into the turn. As Thunderbolt a little behind right there. As Wild Ride has the lead, but Thunderbolt's still hanging in there. Coming out with a wheelie over Wild Ride. It's not a good idea. They're dead even. Here we go. Into the turn. What a turn by Wild Ride. Here we go to the final jump. They're nearly even. And it's going to be Wild Ride. Wild Ride held on. What a race that was. But Wild Ride has won and will represent Team Thunderbolt in the finals. Thunderbolt, such an incredible job making it here. Last place qualifier. It beat Impala in round 2, but it's not going to be enough as it is done for racing. Alright, so now we know our one competitor. And now it's come down to our next race. The actual intriguing matchup, believe it or not. Ye Plunderer going up against the defending racing champion Crazy Bull. Ye Plunderer represents Team Thunderbolt. If it wins, Thunderbolt's team will be guaranteed to win tonight, which will save tomorrow in freestyle who will win the series. But if Crazy Bull wins, Impala has a chance to get the series tonight. And it's come down to this, the big matchup. Ye Plunderer versus Crazy Bull. And we're off! Who will make the finals and face Wild Ride? Bad land up for Ye Plunderer as he clipped the car right there, but still hanging in there. Here we go to the jump. Up and over it, some big air as Ye Plunderer is still hanging in there with the defending champ. Here we go to turns, a little wide right there. Oh, a little bit of trouble. Oh, Ye Plunderer's in trouble right there. And it is going to be Crazy Bull as Ye Plunderer might have gotten a penalty right there at the end. Oh my gosh, Ye Plunderer had a chance, but it blew it. And that's a huge win for Impala as Crazy Bull is in the finals. Crazy Bull is in the finals as we're going to have a Team Thunderbolt, Team Impala matchup. And what a finals it's going to be. As we take a look at the bracket, oh my gosh. Not only is it going to be a Team Thunderbolt, Team Impala matchup, but more importantly, guys, this is the rematch of the 2023 MTWS Championship. The last race we had, and we're going to already have the rematch. The back-to-back finals appearances between these two. Oh my god, I need to look up how quick, if this is the consecutive times they met in the finals. Oh my gosh. What a race this is going to be. Wild Ride versus Crazy Bull. And we are going to get ready for it. So get ready for the finals. Well, MTWS fans, it is now time for the finals here for the All-Star Challenge. And boy, what a finals it's going to be, as the trucks are ready to go for the finals. What an insane matchup it's going to be. The rematch of the 2023 MTWS Championship we saw back in February. So, it's time for the finals. But first, we got to introduce our competitors. So, representing Team Thunderbolt, the former racing champion, who started off in round 2, somehow beat Daisy Chain in round 2 despite its wild flip, then beat High Flying in round 3, then beat Flying Falcon in the quarterfinals, and then beat its team captain Thunderbolt in the semifinals. Give it up for Team Thunderbolt's representative, Wild Ride! And then, representing Team Impala, the defending racing champion, who got its title at the expense of Wild Ride we saw back in February. It beat Reckless Intent in round 2. It beat Bling in round 3. It beat Crusher in the quarterfinals. And then it just beat Ye Plunderer in the semifinals. Give it up for your defending racing champion and your representative of Team Impala, Crazy Bull! So yeah, fans, it's now come down to this. A big matchup. This means so much. First off, Crazy Bull would love nothing more than to win its first race as defending racing champion to start off the year. But he'll have to beat Wild Ride in the rematch of the championship event, who would love nothing more than to get revenge after losing the title, losing the racing championship earlier this year. It wants it so badly, but more importantly, since this is a Team Thunderbolt and Team Impala matchup, this is going to decide everything. If Wild Ride wins, Team Thunderbolt will get the win, they'll be split up, and then tomorrow night in Freestyle will be decided overall who will get the victory. But if Crazy Bull holds on and wins, Team Impala will get the victory, 2-0, and then all we come down to, will it get the sweep or will Team Thunderbolt spoil it? So much on the line for this event. The rematch of the 2023 championship, the revenge between both these trucks, perhaps a new rivalry being built, and then everything in this series is on the line in this finals. So here we go, Crazy Bull versus Wild Ride, and they're off! It looked like a little bit of a hole shot to Wild Ride. Here we go, into the turn, let's see how they handle. Crazy Bull cut it very sharp right there. Crazy Bull has the lead, but Wild Ride's hanging in there. Now they're dead even again. Up and over the double. Land on the double there from Crazy Bull. But here we go. Still hanging in there. Here we go to the final turn. They're dead even. And here we go to the final jump. It's a photo finish. It's a photo finish. Oh my gosh, it was close. Oh boy. Here we go. What a race that was. As we got the times. Oh my gosh. As here we go, fans. Who won? As here's the replay. And it is Crazy Bull! Crazy Bull has won the 2024 MTWS All-Star Challenge Racing with a time of 25.2134. Wild Ride got 25.2925. Let's go! As Crazy Bull is your winner here in the racing for the All-Star Challenge. As it's fired back up, as it is going to celebrate its racing win. Let's go! Crazy Bull, your defending racing champion, has won racing for the first time as champion, showing that to this year, it's going to be tough to try and it's going to compete hard to defend its racing title. And it did it once again against Wild Ride. And of course, with this win, Team Impala has officially clinched the series. One qualifying, and now one racing. So, we now know who won the series. Team Impala in the end has won it all. But now it's going to come down to tomorrow. Will it sweep? Or will Team Thunderbolt get revenge and win freestyle instead? Give it up for your racing winner here, Crazy Bull. And overall, Team Impala, as Crazy Bull still celebrating its dominant racing win. Give it up for your racing champions going up the speedway and showing off to the fans after its win, as the crowd is loving it. Man, just an awesome night for Crazy Bull. You have no idea how well it feels for it. And it's going to go back for the double and going to clear it with some nice air up and over that jammer, or the roller I mean to say, as still going up and over that, and looks like it's going to park it right on top of the bus. Give it up for your racing winner here tonight, Crazy Bull, as Team Impala wins it. Team Impala has already clinched everything today. They have won the series, but there's one thing left still, and that is tomorrow night, freestyle. All 40 trucks are going to go at it. And now we got a whole bunch of things. Will Crazy Bull go out there and get the sweep? Well, not the double down, I mean to say. Will it win racing and freestyle? And more importantly, if it does win, or 19 other trucks, that will give the sweep for Team Impala. Or will Team Thunderbolt go out there and get revenge and get at least a win to prevent the perfect sweep for Team Impala? But that's not all. We still got Crazy, who also represents Team Impala. It wants to try and defend its freestyle title for the first time ever. And if it does, that'll be another win for Team Impala. Or will Team Thunderbolt get? So many things coming up tomorrow night. So, we hope you all enjoyed racing action here at the 2024 MTWS All-Star Challenge. See you all tomorrow, where we'll see Crazy trying to defend its title, Crazy Bull trying to go for a double down, or will Team Impala getting the sweep, or will Team Thunderbolt spoil it? So, see you all tomorrow night for the 2024 MTWS All-Star Challenge Freestyle.